The intent of this podcast is for entertainment only. Our stories are based on the opinions and thoughts of ourselves and the research we cite. We encourage you to conduct your own research and form opinions based on your findings. Welcome back to Conspiracy Happy Hour.
Yay.
I'm Allie, and this is Dan, and my quality right now is looking really, really bad. I'm trying to use a laptop webcam, so not the greatest, but bear with me.
I'm kind of blending in to my background. I'm wearing like it is actually a green sweater, and I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, it's very dark green, so that's what it's kind of like catching.
From what I can see, it looks black, but at the same time, it might be like being manipulated. So I'm in my office today, which I'm very excited about. So hopefully this is like my new place, which because of that, I need to buy a decent looking webcam. And then like, I feel like I'm going to be constantly like looking to the side because this is where my webcam is right now, but this is where my computer is. It's going to have all the documents. So
you'll get the groove together.
Yeah. I feel like I got to get back out. My God. Willow just chilling on my lap. She's like, you just disturbed me. I'm trying to sleep. What are you doing?
It's conspiracy kitty
she's just
hour.
laying back down. But no, I was saying earlier, I feel like I'm starting to run out of Mandela effects. Like there are not too many more that I can find that we can cover that is what I feel like believable. Because
I think we might have actually reached the end.
So we're going to have to figure out something new to do in that segment. I'm thinking like maybe mini conspiracies, ones that don't have a full story that need to be surrounding it, but more so just the like one line conspiracy and then that's it. I'm gonna take my thingy.
Yeah, we'll figure out something to replace it, but we'll probably be retiring the Mandela effects
soon. I can't believe how many episodes have we done so far? I would say we did at least 24.
I think this might be the 24th.
Oh, look at that. We do something fancy for the next one.
I know. Look at us.
I know. But let's actually, you know what? I do want to talk about something that we're both very, very excited for that's coming up in the Philadelphia area.
Yes.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
I do. Is it Pickle Fest?
Yes. So if you live in the God, I can't even talk right now.
Philadelphia area.
If you live in the Philadelphia area, they have a pickle festival coming to Xfinity over in Philadelphia. And Dan and I, being huge pickle fans, are totally going to that. I'm buying VIP tickets. I already have the memo in my calendar, so I can remember to buy tickets. I reached out to Jules. She's already down. She wants to go. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm making Tim go. He doesn't have an option. So
yeah, he can eat something else. It should be a lot of fun.
Bread and butter.
Okay. Well, there'll be options then. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, I'm buying a sweatshirt. I'm going all out.
Yeah,
well,
no,
maybe
I
not
can't
a sweatshirt.
wait.
It's in June, but
yeah, a shirt. Yeah, I can't wait it'll be really fun, and just being outside it'll be nice because in personal news, I just had my blood tested, and my vitamin D levels were really low. It was like
so bring your laptop outside, start working.
Yeah, I was like, I need to go outside. This weather is literally killing me.
Right? Oh God, I miss being outside, and I'm working on it right now. But I may be able to pull a 4-day work week with my boss and just do like 4 10-hour days as opposed to like 5 8-hour days. So fingers crossed, I'll have a 3-day weekend.
That'd be nice.
I know, won't it? But anyways, I digress.
Yes, let's get into this Mandela effect.
Should we rock, paper, scissors?
We can.
Or do you just want to go second or first?
We'll just do it for fun.
Okay. 2 out of 3.
I'll probably lose anyway, but
yeah. 2 out of 3. Okay, ready? Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, 1.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, what do you want?
Okay, I'll go first. Mine's not too long, not too crazy.
Easy enough. Oh my God. hold on a second. Before you start your we forgot the Mandela effect already.
Well, that's what I said. I said, "Do you want to get into the Mandela effect?" And you're like, "Rock, paper, scissors." I was like, "Okay."
Just cut me off next time. Okay.
We're so over it. We're just like, it's done.
We've exhausted all options. Now we have no options.
We have no options. They're gone.
So you want to share my screen for me? Because there we go. So this is the first one that we have. What is the actual Ford logo?
I want to say the bottom with confidence. I don't think it has the little twirly twirl.
Okay. Yes, it is. It is the bottom one. It does not. Apparently, a lot of people remember it having a swirl.
I really don't.
I don't either. So I'm saying we're starting to run into Mandela effects, but I just don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
It didn't affect us.
But yes, the bottom one is definitely the correct one. This doesn't exist right here. So, but let's remove that off the screen, and then Dan, you can take it away.
Okay. So I put on my, I mean, this interests me, but it also, my marketing hat was like, oh, topical SEO.
I'm really hoping we're not doing the same one because we didn't.
We didn't. Oh, I forgot we didn't confer with each other.
It's okay. Go ahead. I'll let you know.
Okay. Does yours happen to involve the royal family again?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So I don't know if you have seen it on TikTok and like all this other stuff.
The crazy headlines.
The crazy headlines that, Kate Middleton is missing.
Yes.
Okay. So I figured this would be fun and top. I know I did a royal conspiracy last month, but I was like, we're still topical. We're here. We're hip.
It's relevant.
Yep. So I tried to. I don't know if this is really more a conspiracy. It's just more like people speculating and making their own conspiracies.
Same thing.
So I kind of just like compiled all of the events, that conspired from when she was originally purported missing to when she said, "I'm not missing. I'm here. Yeah, I'm alive."
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have been swept up in the Kate Middleton's name trending everywhere, like I have, you're not alone. So I figured I'd put together this this timeline so we can go over it to catch up on why Kate Middleton has been conspicuously absent from public view for over a month.
That's good because I've been half paying attention to that, so I really don't know how the timeline falls yet.
Yep, she was reportedly recovering from significant abdominal surgery until recently, and that was always weird. I know that the royal family does not really report on health. Like that's one of the things they don't really cover. So, but them just saying
they keep it hidden.
They don't keep it hidden. It's just like they keep that private. It's like the family. Mm-hmm. But they just kept saying she was going in for routine abdominal surgery, and I was like, that's just really weird phrasing to me.
Yeah.
So while official channels assured the public of her recovery period, the internet spun its own tales, fueled by a photograph of Kate that raised suspicions of photoshopping. So I don't know. Did you see the photo?
The one with the 3 kids surrounding her?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Mother's Day
that
photo.
Everybody thought was photoshopped. Actually, I think it was confirmed photoshopped.
It was confirmed photoshopped.
Yes. Okay.
So here are some things that fueled these theories. So the first one was, of course, health concerns. Naturally, with Kate's prolonged absence and reports of surgery, many speculated about the nature of her health issues. Some theories ranged from minor complications to more serious conditions. We had some conspiracy theories, of course. In the absence of concrete information, conspiracy theories flourished. Some suggested that Kate's absence was part of a larger cover-up orchestrated by the royal family, while others speculated about her involvement in secret affairs. I think one of them was her husband was cheating on her. Like there was a lot of them going on.
I think I heard that one at some point. Yeah. But that wasn't true?
No, that wasn't true.
Okay.
Or another one was like, there was a body double. Like it's not really her. One of the pictures that was her at a farmer's market. And honestly, I mean, it was a bad picture, like bad as in grainy and like really far away.
So that could have been Photoshopped too.
Mm-hmm. Photoshop controversy. The emergence of a photo allegedly manipulated through Photoshop added fuel to the fire. Speculations about the authenticity of the images and the motives behind potential alterations ran rapid. Royal family dynamics, given the high-profile nature of the royal family, theories about internal tensions and family dynamics surfaced. Some speculated that Kate's absence was the result of a disagreement or rifts within the family. But that one's like every day. We're always saying there's fighting going on.
That's the one family I don't think I'd ever want to be a part of.
I don't want to be a part of it, but I would take a title if they gave me one. Side note, I've been watching on YouTube a lot of historic homes in England.
Oh, like the castle stuff.
Yeah, like, and how the people who live in them, like the families that live in them now have, like, of course, been living in them for like hundreds of years.
Generations, yeah.
And now they have turned into essentially like the keepers of the homes. Like they have to keep them going, and they have to, and it's like interesting all the things that they have to do to make sure they can like replace the roof. It's like tours. Yeah, they do guided tours. They'll like have weddings on the site and stuff. Like it was actually really interesting.
They're their own version of The Watcher.
They are. Except that they're like, please come and watch. We need the money. And media manipulation. In the age of social media, concerns about media manipulation and misinformation abound. Some theories suggested that Kate's absence was exploited for media attention or strategic purposes. That one's probably definite. Because they were like rerunning like articles from like years ago, just
to make it look like it was a current event.
Yeah, people
focus on the royal family too much. Like, would you really care if your neighbor was sick? No. Like, you care, and for Americans to care.
I run into my apartment. I'm like, don't talk to me.
For Americans to care that much too, I'm like, God, do you have a life?
I think we do have some weird fascination with them.
Yeah, they're not even our rulers.
I know. We said we don't want to be a part of you anymore.
Get it.
But now we're like, it's so interesting, and that's where I fall in. I'm like, it's so interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go into the timeline of events now.
Okay, good.
Okay, so it starts December 25th, Christmas. Kate is spotted during the royals' traditional Christmas walk with her family, making her last public appearance. January 17th, the palace announces Kate underwent planned abdominal surgery on January 16th and will remain hospitalized for 10 to 14 days with a clear indication of her absence from public duties until after Easter. Which is funny because it's still like Easter's this weekend, so still on course if none of this crazy stuff happened. January 24th, reports confirmed Kate's condition as non-cancerous, alleviating some of the rampant speculations. January 29th, Kensington Palace announced Kate's return home post-hospitalization, expressing gratitude for the care received. Baseless reports the palace refutes claim of Kate being in an induced coma. February 7th, Prince William acknowledged the public support for Kate's recovery, offering insights into their recent medical focus. February 10th, Kate heads to her Norfolk home, Abner Hall, for further recuperation. February 27th, Prince William's absence from a memorial service sparks further speculations, though Kensington Palace assures Kate's continued progress. February 29th, amidst assurance from insiders, rumors persist, hinting at underlying tensions. This is, the royal family's fighting again. Mm. March 1st, a palace spokesperson reiterates limited updates on Kate's recovery, emphasizing her focus on health. March 4th, Kate's first post-surgery sighting ignites fresh waves of curiosity. March 5th, an announcement regarding the Trooping the Color event stir anticipation for Kate's return to public engagement. March 6th, confusion ensues as speculations emerge regarding footage of Kate at a farm shop. That's the one I was mentioning earlier.
About, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's the one that people were speculating that it was a body double because they were saying it didn't look like her.
Did people visually see this person at the farmer's market?
The picture
it wasn't just a photo.
No, it wasn't just I mean, the picture they posted online was just a photo, but it was her. It was Kate.
Somebody was actually there.
Yeah, it was her and Prince William. They were walking from the farmer's market together, but
Okay.
they were saying that was not her.
Okay.
This is Mother's Day, so this is March 10th. Scrutiny
Mother's
over
Day?
Their Mother's Day is March 10th. It's different than ours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So March 10th, their Mother's Day. Scrutiny over a Mother's Day photo intensifies, leading to apology from Kate herself. In her statement, Kate acknowledges and took responsibility for altering the image, adding a personal touch to the ongoing saga. March 11th, Kate's apology is followed by more public sightings, fueling ongoing debates. March 13th, Kate's stance on privacy amidst health concerns gains attention. March 16th, public sighting continues. March 18th, footage scrutiny triggers debate over authenticity. And I believe this is when they were, oh, maybe not. I was going to say, maybe this is when like all the news sources were retracting her picture because it was altered. But it might have been further back. March 19th, speculation over video authenticity persists despite denial from lookalikes. Oh, that's what I was talking about, the lookalike ones. March 20th, a breach of privacy. This one was crazy. A breach of privacy at the hospital. Someone tried to hack into the hospital to get her medical records.
Like into the hospital database?
Yes, on March 20th that happened.
Why would you, first of all, risk your entire life, basically?
They need to know.
No, I don't get it, though. Like, I really don't understand.
Yep. So then after, that someone hacked into the hospital's database to try and steal her medical records, on March 22nd, Kate finally said, okay, guys, enough. And then she issued her statement of a recent cancer diagnosis.
So it was cancer?
It was. So it was more like this. She did go in for the abdominal surgery. Mm-hmm. And when they were in there, they found cancer.
And they took it out?
And they took it out. And she went through, I think, a couple rounds of treatment and now is fine. Like she's cancer free.
Okay.
But they discovered it while they were in there. So she didn't initially go in there because of cancer. And a part of me was like, I wonder if she was trying to not steal the limelight. It's real. Someone has cancer, not trying to steal the limelight. But because the king recently came out with a cancer diagnosis. So I think they were trying to keep her diagnosis a secret because they didn't want to
scare, especially if it was something that they could kind of brush under the rug.
Yeah, because it sounded like, they found it, they caught it, it's gone. Mm-hmm. His, I think, is a little more serious.
Severe.
Yeah.
I thought it was getting to the point where it could be terminal, but I don't think it is. But I don't think it's great.
No, I agree. So that's it. That's the timeline of events leading up to Kate
basically
coming back.
All the drama, all the stalking, all of the conspiracy, and she ended up having cancer anyway. And I'm not downplaying it, but I don't understand why everybody has to know their business all the time. It doesn't make any sense. Fucking leave them alone.
I know.
Oh, whatever.
And this is what happens. People start saying that there's lookalikes. People start saying that, well, she did edit a photo.
People hate not knowing,
Well, that's the thing. People
anything.
Start making up their own stories. Yeah,
exactly. That's how his podcast is.
That's why
still
we
flourishing.
Yep.
Okay, so mine actually is also pop culture.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of cover the different conspiracies surrounding Walt Disney.
Okay.
So
there's a few, right?
There's quite a few, yes. I'm kind of keeping this more so to his death and his body and everything. Mm-hmm. We could probably have a whole podcast just surrounding Disney conspiracies, but So, just found this out doing research, but Walt Disney ended up dying at the age of 65 in December of 1966 due to, I guess, complications from his surgery that he had due to lung cancer. So he actually had cancer too, and I don't think the cancer is what killed him. It was
the complications.
It was the upcoming. It was the month after he had the surgery that he passed away. So obviously he was very interested in the future. He had the Epcot Center, which is basically dedicated to like futuristic vibes. But that also lended a lot of credibility to the cryogenic preservation rumor. So there are actually, like you said, quite a few rumors surrounding his death and the cryogenic preservation. So some believe that he opted to be preserved to extend his life into the future. Cryogenics is the process of freezing a person's body or head with hopes of future revival. Disney's fascination with extension and immortality likely contributed to this theory. And there are the theories that exist revolve around how, when, and where.
Okay.
So, just the head theory. A lot of people, you like that?
I did.
A lot of people believe that he ended up freezing just his head. Now, there are some practical reasonings if he actually froze himself and just froze his head, that this would be a thing. So some argue that cryopreserving only the head is the most practical and feasible than preserving the entire body. They believe it requires less space and resources while retaining essential components for potential sound like Thea for a second. Less space and resources while retaining essential components for potential future revival. You got your brain up there, you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, practically, like you said, takes up less space.
Supporters of the head-only cryopreservation theory often argue that the brain contains the essential components of the individual's identity, memories, and consciousness. And then by preserving just the head, they believe that Walt Disney could potentially be revived while maintaining his cognitive functions. And identity, because like the face. But the cryopreservation has been popularized in science fiction, movies, literature, contributing to the acceptance as a plausible option for extending lives to the future and just like less money. The whole body theory. Now this one, like, let me just put it this way. If I was going to believe in one of these theories, it would be the whole body. Because what person out there is like, you know what? He was a stupid person. He was very ugly, but let's freeze just the body and get rid of the head. No, you're going to freeze the whole fucking body. If he froze just the head, then where's he getting this body from?
Yeah, anyways. And like, would you just want to be like a head without a body?
Yeah, like, okay, so great. He's got a frozen head that's going to come back in the future, but like, who's freezing just the body? Like, it's just not going to happen.
These stupid people.
But that's just my thought. And I mean, I'm just trying to pull out things, but some proponents point to advancements in medical science and technology, suggesting it may eventually be possible to revive cryogenically preserved bodies. The idea of future breakouts bringing back the dead fuels optimism, belief in the whole body. I can't say this word. I keep fucking it up. Cryopreservation. So those are the body ones. Now this one's really creepy, to be honest. There is also a theory that his body is frozen under the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So the extreme variation proposes that Walt Disney's body, whether the whole thing or just the head, is hidden beneath the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Disneyland. According to this theory, Disney's remains are disguised as animatronic pirates in a secret chamber within the ride. The version of the conspiracy is considered the most outlandish, yet it continues to capture the imagination of believers. Yeah, because you're riding on a ride and there's going to be a body somewhere hidden throughout the ride. I'm sure it captivates many people's...
Yeah, and I'm sure in that ride there's, skeletons and...
See, in my head too, like, if this was to be a real thing, I feel like it's just like skin stretched over like a mechanical robot, and that's like, ugh, I don't want to think of that. I'm
there you go. That's how they brought him back. They just took his
never gonna do
skin off
California.
and
Nope.
put it on an
Nope.
animatronic.
Now, there are like a couple like skeptics. Well, there's probably more than a couple, but there's skeptics out there that argue the fact that his body was cryogenically preserved. I have that listed in here too, because I'm like, you gotta weigh the good and the bad. So the skeptics argue that Disney's cremations contradict cryogenic preservation theory. So when he did die, he was cremated. So there are ashes. I think they scattered them within the park. But to be honest, you can't tell whose ashes are getting spread.
Yeah, it could be like kitty litter.
It could literally be anybody. But the lack of concrete evidence supporting the cryogenic preservation and citing the Disney's remains as a contradictory. Also, which I kind of agree with, people argue that perpetuating such theories is disrespectful to Disney's memory. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could definitely be like maybe to his family that are still alive now, because I think his daughter's still alive. Maybe to her. But as far as me, like if I was dead and these rumors were circulating around me, I'd be like, cool, I'm still being talked about. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's attracting more people to the park. So
yeah. Now, I don't have this written down, so I'm not saying it verbatim, but I know that Walt Disney's daughter did write a book about him and everything like that. And she does know about the whole, obviously, the cryogenic conspiracy surrounding it. Because, I mean, at this point, who's never heard of that? Like, let's be real. But
yeah, I feel like everyone at least knows the Frozen one.
Yeah, like it's one of the most popular conspiracy theories out there, I feel like. But she said that it's, like, just silly. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I mean, she knows it's not true. She said people can talk and say whatever they want, but it like doesn't affect her. So I mean, if it were going to be disrespectful to anybody, I would think her, but it just sounds like she doesn't care. She knows that it's not real and all that. So just she's like, funny shit.
I burned my dad, threw him in the park. It's good.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Which is weird too. I'm like, which park did he throw him in? Because I'm not going back to that one.
It's haunted.
Yeah, right? Anyways, there is one last conspiracy that is honestly my favorite. And clever marketing, 100%. But this last theory that I have is that the movie Frozen was created to trick the search engine algorithms.
I've heard this one before.
Yeah,
I do like this one.
This is by far my favorite. So the theory is that the writers over at Disney wanted to create a Disney movie called Frozen, so that when you enter in like Frozen, Disney, all that, you're not going to see any articles about the cryogenic freezing conspiracy. If you look up, like, if you just type in Disney Frozen, your whole first page of your search algorithm is going to be Elsa, Anna, Let It Go, Olaf, like. So it was strategically named to manipulate search engine algorithms in order to divert attention away from articles and discussions about Walt Disney's alleged cryogenic preservation. Search algorithms were designed to provide relevant and or popular results based on user queries. When users search for terms like Disney Frozen or Walt Disney Frozen, the search engine aims to deliver results related to the animated film rather than the conspiracy about the preservation. Now, this is so freaking clever because I honestly believe this is not even a conspiracy. I honestly believe that could be why they created the movie Frozen. It's a great movie.
And it is a great movie, and it's perfect because literally Disney's, like, you would just, even when you say the title, Disney's Frozen, like...
Let's just type it in for the sake of it. The very first thing is Disney.com, frozen.disney.com. Then you have like all of the pictures. There's some sing-along stuff in here. The images are all Frozen. And then you've got Wikipedia that pops up. That's Frozen, the film. This is a YouTube video about the film. me just scroll down. This is the musical. This is the music.
Frozen on Ice. Yeah.
Literally, there are so many. Not one thing. It's really funny because not one thing that I'm looking at right now on the first page, nor even those like related topics at the bottom. Nothing has to do with Disney conspiracy.
Wow.
Well, the second page.
Who looks at the second page anyway? They did their job.
Nobody, yeah. No, second page is literally all Disney merch. Macy's.com Frozen t-shirts. Like, Kohl's. Like, clever job, guys. Clever.
Someone got a big bonus for that.
Right? I don't know. I just think that was so, like, genius.
Because, I do too. Like, it's so clever.
When you think of Disney and stuff, it's for kids. Well, respectively, it's supposed to be for kids. Yeah. But they don't want a conspiracy like this tarnishing their name. And for them to transform that tarnish into a popular, well-selling movie franchise now, because there's two of them. So genius. I love it. But
me too.
That's all I have on that one. Definitely interesting one. Like I said, there's more information sort of on like the reasonings behind the head theory, but it just doesn't make sense to me. For me, I'm like, there's no idiot in the world who's going to be out there like, let's freeze just a body because he had an ugly face and he was really stupid. So, but he had a great body. So.
Exactly. Like, you can't even do anything with the body. Like, there's no brain.
No. Well, the other thing, too, is, like, I mean, would you have to wait for, like, a match? Like, you can't find a fat head and then, like, a body
It's like
with
an
abs.
organ donation, like, what your body rejects.
Yeah. Like, a guy with, like, Indian features on the face and, like, his body is, like, pale white. Like, it's just not going to match up. You have to freeze all or nothing, if you ask me. But
I agree.
I don't know, but that's all I got for today. It's actually a really short episode. We're at 35 minutes right now.
That's good.
It's okay. It's our half-hour conspiracy, half-hour.
Yeah, we both had short ones today, but that was nice. But they're both really interesting. I've never heard those. I've heard the Frozen one, but I didn't hear those other. And like, well, besides just everyone knows about the Frozen
overall.
Disney.
Wait, you never heard about being frozen under Pirates of the Caribbean? Oh, okay. Eventually, I want to go through and kind of dive more because there's so many. There's so many Disney conspiracies. I think there's one that I've heard before, just for like a little spoiler alert. But there's one that I've heard before where they do not allow deaths to be pronounced on Disney property. That one is creepy to me, and that one I definitely want to cover at some point. Yeah, like they'll revive them until they leave the Disney gate, and then they can say they died. They have I'd be curious to see if there are any deaths listed on the Disney property. But yeah, that's all I got.
That's good. Well, hopefully you guys. No, that's it.
Okay.
I have a cat now.
Oh, you have a cat now. Mine left me. I was bothering her too much, I guess. Oh, she's sitting on my carpet.
Can you hear her?
Yes. Now I can. I don't know why I just leaned my head closer to the computer like that was going to help. I've got headphones on.
But no, I don't have anything else. I think that's good for this one.
Yeah. We'll come back, I guess.
We'll see you next time. We have to brainstorm on ideas to replace the Mandela effect.
Really curious because we just had the whole bridge collapse.
There'll definitely be some conspiracies after that one.
I've got my own that are starting to swirl up here a little bit, but I'm curious to see.
I just saw, I don't know if it's true, but I just saw a TikTok before we started. It was someone posted the audio from the police scanners.
Oh, where they were saying to block off the entrances and stuff. I did hear that, yeah.
So I think maybe that once we give it a little, since it's that literally just happened, give it a little more time. Maybe by next month, there'll be more conspiracies around it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Unless I say, I got to come up with something else now I got to do instead of Mandela effects because I'm fresh out. So if anybody has any Mandela effects that we have not covered that you can think of, please
tell us.
Know. I need to know.
Yes.
But I guess that's it for now. And,
yeah, that's it. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We never say that.
Yeah, I know. We never say any of that stuff.
We're really bad, but please
we're trying to get back into it. Look,
we are
starters. It's been like almost a year off, but now
at least follow us. At least follow us. At least follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and those I think are like the main ones. We post on YouTube.
TikTok, we post, or not TikTok, Instagram. We post everything on Instagram, and then a lot of those postings end up on TikTok too. So, but cool.
But those are the places to keep up with us. So please subscribe.
Yes. All right. Well, I will talk to you all next time, and see you later on Conspiracy Happy Hour. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Conspiracy Happy Hour. Be sure to listen, follow, and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a spooky story, conspiracy, or weird encounter that you would like to hear read in a future episode? Email your story to conspiracyhappyhour@gmail.com and follow the show on Instagram and Facebook @conspiracyhappyhour. This podcast is produced and edited by Geckos Media and is a part of the Geckos Media Network. Interested in starting your own podcast and not quite sure where to begin? Visit geckosmedia.com and sign up for a free one-on-one consultation. Until next time, see you!